welcome. We appreciate y'all joining us. Man, it's a little late, so forgive us if we are a little slow in speech, but we're up late. We got my man B here getting in after work like a trooper, and me who's just old and gets sleepy at night. But thank y'all for joining us. If it's your first time listening to us, give us a like, give us a subscribe, check out our other videos, hit that notification button. We appreciate it. Hold on a second. Let me
You good over there?
let me fix one thing. Got a little technical. Make one little technical snafu there. There we go. My mic was way off to the left, so hopefully everybody can hear me a little bit better now. Like I said, sleepy, right? Anyway, so so as we do it every week, we pick we pick 8 games in the NFL against the spread. I give 4, Big gives 4. Y'all chime in, let us know how y'all feel about it, and we see how good we do. So looking at where we are thus far, because we are keeping tabs on this. One of us will win and one of us will lose.
I'm doing a whole bunch of losing right now, if you ask me.
I mean, we kind of neck and neck right now. So I'm 11, 13, and 1. B is 10, 12, and 3. And just based on those numbers alone, like we said, we are pick-em dummies. Do not use this information and think you will make money. You probably won't, based on the records you just heard. But we're going to have fun with it anyway. B, how you doing, man?
Man, would say I'm good, but I'd be lying to you. You know, today the Dodgers celebrated that stupid-ass World Series win on TV today. You know, it's bittersweet. Yeah, it's just bitter. Like, I'm just bitter right now. I had to watch that. You know, it just sucks. The only good thing that comes out of this is that the Dodger player had to hold the Willie Mays World Series MVP trophy. So all you Dodger fans can at least suck on that trophy for a good year. Other than that, I'm doing great, by the way.
All right. Yeah, we talked about it before the show. Watching the Yankees crap the bed was a very interesting way to end the World Series.
So. Jesus.
But enough of that. Baseball season's over. We're in it to win it. So let's jump in there. I think I'm up first.
Yes, go ahead.
I am taking the Dallas Cowboys against the Atlanta Falcons. I'm taking the Cowboys plus 3.5. Atlanta Falcons, great team. They do give up a lot of points, though. And I'm thinking that because of that, this is Dallas's opportunity to really get their offense going. So if they can get their offense going, then I think it might be a little bit closer than 3.5. I think this is going to be a touchdown type of game, and Dallas desperately needs to get back on the horse at this point. They're 3-4. They need to get to 500. The Atlanta Falcons are pretty much playing with, house money. Not too many of us expecting them to be good. They're 5-3. So we'll see if Kirk Cousins and friends can continue to do it.
All right. My first pick, I'm going to ride the hot hand. The Washington Commanders go to New York to play the New York Football Lady Giants here. The Commanders -4 on the road. Jaden Daniels still my guy here. Loving what he's doing here. Should be pretty good here. He was a little banged up in the game against Chicago, but look, man, you come off a Hail Mary like that, this season is going to be yours here. So I like them to continue their winning ways. -4. The only thing I'm really scared about is this. For some reason, the New York Giants always try to find a way to make a game competitive. So I'm hoping this isn't the week for that. So let's go with those Commanders -4.
All right. So for my next pick, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, who are undefeated at 7-0. Now, I don't expect the Bucs to beat the Chiefs, but I expect them to cover. They are an 8.5-point underdog. The Bucs put up touchdowns, folks, if you've watched them play. But they also turn the ball over quite a bit too. The Chiefs traditionally don't outscore their opponents by 10 points. Generally, most of the games, not all, most of the games have been fairly close. So I'm thinking Tampa Bay, they're gonna cover. So I got Tampa Bay 8.5.
All right. That's a pretty brave pick because there's no Chris Godwin or Mike Evans this game. So you are definitely right. I hope you cover that one. That's going to be a dope cover if you get that one. My next game, you're going to have the Lions and the Packers, another great NFC North matchup between the 6-1 Lions and the 6-2 Packers. The Packers are going to be at home, and they are 3-point underdogs at home, and I find that very disrespectful for a team that's playing very well. Without Aiden Hutchinson, though, I expect Josh Jacobs to have a monstrous game running this ball here. I do expect Jordan Love to really be throwing it as well, but I think this is where Josh Jacobs has a signature game, and what better way to do it than against a division rival at home. So Packers are +3. I will take that.
All right. So I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts, taking on the Vikings at home. Vikings trying to continue being, trying to keep their spot at least at the top of the NFC North, struggling. Of course, they got Detroit, who's been handling business this season. But that aside, the Indianapolis Colts are making a change of quarterback. Joe Flacco will come in and replace Richardson. I'm actually going to take the Colts +5 on this one. I think Flacco will give an uplift to the team, get some things going, get the juice flowing. And, I don't think the Colts are a terrible team. They've got a great running back. The Vikings have been on a little bit of a slide. So I don't know why exactly, but I'm going to take the Colts +5. There you go.
That's why we do it. That's why we do what we do here.
Whatever.
All right, talk about bad picks. Listen, you know me, I love a good bad pick game, and this is going to be at the New England Patriots visiting the Tennessee Titans. Both teams suck. The Tennessee Titans are a little worse. Mason Rudolph threw for like 266 yards in a game that they were getting blown out, and only accounted for 1 touchdown here. So I think the Patriots have a little more offense here. I think Drake May should be able to get into a good rhythm in this game. Let's go with the Patriots +3.5 on the road, beating the Tennessee Titans.
All right. My last pick, I'm taking the Chicago Bears and against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. I'm picking the Bears, who are a 2-point dog against the Cards. I think the Bears have shown that they can compete, especially on the defensive end. Had a very, very close or tough game that they lost last week on the last second play. I think they're more than capable of taking on Arizona and beating Arizona at home. So I'm going to take the Bears +2.
I like that. My last game is a division rivalry game. Seahawks and the LA Rams in Seattle here. And Seattle's a +1 in this game here. And that's kind of shocking. You consider, we're getting to that time of the weather. All it does is rain up north in Seattle here. It's very miserable. You're a Seahawks fan, so it makes it even more miserable to say the least. So with that being said, I will take the miserable team and take the Seahawks +1. I think they still have the better team than the Los Angeles Rams. I'm really trying to figure out how the Rams even found themselves to be favorites in this game, considering Seattle's been at the top of the division for the most part here up until last week. So I'm going to take the Seahawks +1. Go get it done, Geno Smith.
Then there you have it. There you have it, folks. Papa J in the chat. Papa J in the chat. What up? What up, Papa J? How you doing?
What up, Papa J?
Let us know.
Hope you're recovering well, man.
Yeah, man. Let us know. Let us know what you got. If you got some picks.
You know what I got for you? I got a 5-1 Warrior record. I can't wait to talk about on Sunday. Yeah, man. Steph Curry's out a few games, and all of a sudden they become the San Antonio Spurs or something, and find a way to get it done collectively. Meanwhile, my Lakers, they ducked off 2 games. They won today, but it was against a Raptors team that was missing its entire roster, and they'll play. The Raptors have a roster? You're telling me they have a roster?
The good players they had weren't there. I don't think Scottie Barnes played. And anyway, so they got a pretty crappy road trip too. They got Detroit, Memphis, which might be a good game. So hopefully they can rack up the wins and not let it slip away.
Can't wait to talk about it, man. Definitely talk about Week 9 of the NFL. We could put a cap on baseball. Actually, there's no need to really put a cap on. We're not talking about the Dodgers. They got their little shout out today, and that's about it. We won't be talking about that. But man, basketball is in full swing. This road trip for the Warriors is going to be super, super huge to see what kind of team we have. I am pumped. I cannot wait.
All right. Well, hopefully you're playing the 76ers at some point, since Joel Embiid and Paul George. I don't know if
did you see what Joel Embiid said today?
What did he say?
He said, I don't know why the city's treating me like this after all I've given them its shit. Wait, you ain't done shit.
It's because you're a great player, man. You're just not available all the time, and
Look,
My-
man, we're gonna start calling people
Andrew.
Jags on this show. Okay, any guy who thinks he's a relatively superstar is gonna get called a Jag. You are just another guy in your league. You know what that means? You ain't done nothing for your team or for your franchise. All right. So right now, Joel Embiid, you're a Jag.
Yeah, well, I think it was a great idea to put two guys together that have a history of not playing NBA games, and that would be Paul George and Joel Embiid. Those guys were almost. I mean, the future was going to set out that those guys will not be playing more than 55 games this season. I mean, come on. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So, anyway, 76ers are crap. They continue to be crap. But yeah, man, I can't wait to talk about it more. By the time we get there, hopefully, well, I think my Lakers don't play again until Monday, so we'll stick at 4-2, which isn't a bad record to start. Certainly better than they did last year.
Yeah.
And your Warriors are exciting. They were last time we looked, they were number one in just about every important statistical
thing you
marker
can even imagine
that we could find. They were number one, so obviously they're doing something right. And I'm gonna have to catch a full game. I haven't watched the Warriors game from beginning to end, outside of just highlights. So I'm gonna have to catch a full game so that I can see what exactly is going on. But it sounds like more Steve Kerr, summoning his old coaches from the dead, even though they're not dead, in Pop and Phil Jackson. So we'll see how it goes.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, again, Papa J, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it. We will definitely see you Sunday, 6:30 Pacific time. Join us. We get into our full show, full slate of NFL games. Not as many big games as last week, but it's football, baby. You gotta love it. And then we'll have some basketball happening at the same time. When your Warriors play next, they playing tomorrow?
Yeah, they play tomorrow, so we'll definitely have some stuff to talk about.
So we'll cover that. My Lakers are off. Got a good win against Toronto today. Play Detroit on Monday. If they lose Detroit, I'm gonna lose my crap. So on to the next. All right, folks. Well, thank you for joining us. We will be back again, as I mentioned earlier, Sunday at 6:30 Pacific time. Y'all have a wonderful evening.